Kevin Harrington is one of the stars from Shark Tank, the US version of the hit TV show Dragon's Den. He's also the chairman and founder of TV Goods and a man who has played a key role in the development of the infomercial industry. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, in terms of what we're seeing, the appeal, I imagine, of marketing and actually of enticing, the valuation of a brand is what entices customers to buy into that brand, and that's how you make money.
Yes.
How has that developed over the last 10 years? Are we now more aware of brand awareness?
Yes, Francine. I mean, I think what's happening in the United States is companies are now using multi-channel aspects to market their brand. We start on television with our first campaign, then we go to radio, then we do print. We use a lot of social media, internet media. It's really almost like a five-pronged attack to building that brand.
But Kevin, is this because you actually, every time you touch on a new slice of the population, or is it just because it increases your presence?
Well, both. But I mean, I think the mass market products that we sell, we look for mass market products. That each customer is out there in one of those channels of distribution. So in a multi-channel approach, we end up getting them multiple times, and sometimes it takes more than one impression for that customer to pick up the phone and order, for example, in our business.
And so how is social media actually revolutionized the way we shop and we think? Because this has been really a huge explosion with Facebook and Twitter over the last, what, 3 to 4 years. Before that, it was for the students and it was for the cool students.
Right. The biggest thing about social media is we started on television, and television time has become very, very expensive. Social media is friend-to-friend marketing and referral, and the cost of that is negligible. So if you have a good product and a friend refers it to a friend who refers it to a friend, that media cost is virtually zero. So if you have a very strong social media campaign, you can get to many, many people without that high cost of media.
So Ken, what is your number one? We have a lot of chief executives and heads of small businesses and medium businesses watching us. What is your number one piece of advice to them in this kind of environment? The economics are not great, people are not spending so much. How can they market themselves to become more appealing? Well,
in the United States, there's a company called Home Shopping Network. They have a motto called HSN Everywhere, and they use television, they use print, they use social media. They are everywhere. They're on the iPads, they're in phone apps. They have many, many campaigns that go so deep across so many platforms. Many retailers today are just sitting, kind of waiting for the people to walk in the stores. It's not going to happen. I mean, I met with a retailer yesterday that's doing 30% of his business online now, and that is so much more powerful than just waiting for the customers to come into the store.
Because I guess the secret is to actually target the people that you want, because if you target too many people, then you become almost undesirable. Isn't there something of you want the frisson of knowing a company that no one else knows?
Well, I guess it depends on the kind of products you're selling. If you are a luxury goods manufacturer or retailer, then yes, you have to be targeted. But here again, in social media, you can target those kinds of consumers also. So in my business, we're pretty much mass market, so we look for as many people as possible to be able to accept the advertising and react to it.
And what do you look for in a good website? Is there an online store in the US or here in Europe that actually you think people should go and have a look because it's easy to use, it's friendly and understandable?
Yes, and the biggest thing that's happening now is video on the web is increasing at tremendous rates because I like to see some kind of a website that has maybe a little bit of magical transformation possibly, or explanation, videos, something very descriptive, demonstrable. That kind of a website gives people an ability to understand the business and the product or service that's being offered.
Interact. I guess
exactly.
Is that really the key, that you have to feel like you're part of the brand almost?
Absolutely. I think people want to relate to the customers that might be in that mode of buying.
And for tvgoods.com, this is where you're taking it. It's basically more online, being more present, and just getting your name out there.
Yes, we own a site called AsSeenOnTV.com, and that site has over 1,500 products. That it's a portal for everything as seen on TV in the United States. And we have archived video of each of those products, so you can click and watch something that appeared from before. It's so the video interactivity is the key to the future.
Are you on Facebook? Is it something that you actually use this very actively, and what do you think of this valuation? 100 billion.
100 billion, hey, we do a lot of business on Facebook, absolutely. So, I mean, I think there's 800 million users of Facebook. So, if you look at that kind of traction they're getting, it's unbelievable.
Is it the younger crowd that you're targeting in Facebook, or not even? Is it now everyone and anyone?
We're targeting every slice of that marketplace, actually.
And so how do you do that on Facebook, though? You try and get into groups, or is it just by putting ads? How do you actually use Facebook?
Yes, we actually do. I mean, we have products that are geared towards an elderly population, and we can go after that market. We have products for the young, and we have products for the mass market. So we have maybe a kitchen product or houseware product that we go after mothers, possibly, that are stay-at-home mothers. So, yes, we do very good targeting with Facebook.
All right, very interesting. Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin Harrington, the chairman and founder of TVGoods.com. Thank you so much for joining us.